So, anyways, I was just walking through my property, and I was thinking about how easy my life was, and I'm like, my life is so easy, you know. All I do is walk around, and I mow lawns, and I take care of this 2-acre property, and if I didn't take care of it, it would just fall apart. You know, I mean, like nobody has the obsessions that I do. I think a lot of that is because I had addiction problems and borderline personality disorder and all these other things, and severe trauma and attachment issues. And I'm also a psychopath, so I want to kill people. I have no empathy, which makes me a great psychologist because I have no empathy for people. So if they tell me the most horrific story, I don't care. I don't care about them. I just, well, I don't know. I don't know if I really care about them. I think I just want to be loved by people, you know. And but the weird thing is I'm the most happiest when nobody's around. You know, I don't. It's weird, man. Like I'd probably be the happiest person in the world if nobody was around, just me and the animals. That's why I always wanted to kill the entire human race because I feel like a lot of them are fake or not. I don't want to use the word fake, but they're caught in the persona or the personality, and they're trapped in comparison and comparing themselves to other people. And in doing so, they create this thing about themselves where they're like, well, how can I be accepted? And earlier this morning, I was thinking about my life and how I was always considered cute and athletic growing up, but I was never extremely popular. And then this morning I thought about like, well, what does it take to be popular? And then I was like, well, you gotta have money. Like you gotta have money. Like you have to have like the nice car, and you have to be a really good athlete. But in order to be a really good athlete, you have to be in summer sports camps and things like that. Or if you're female, sometimes all it takes is to be like really good looking. And if you're really, really good looking and you have enough money to buy the nice clothes and the makeup, then you could treat other people really badly around you, which bumps up your stock for, you know, the popular boys, because it's fucking weird. But sometimes a nice girl could, you know, she could be popular and enjoy her life. But you don't have to be popular to enjoy your life. You know, you could just detach from the humans and understand that you aren't a human. Yeah. Like, if I could do high school over again right now, I would just completely detach and no longer see myself as a man or a woman. I would just see myself as this being existing here as I am. I don't want anybody to think I'm a certain thing. I don't want anybody to see me as a hard worker. I don't want to see me as fit. I don't want them to see me as good looking. I just want to be here as I am in this moment and no longer get caught up with comparison or what the human race is thinking, because a lot of the human race right now is just caught up in trying to be a human with the other humans, and in so doing wanting that love and that acceptance and the need to be a part of something, whether you think it's to be popular, get what you want, have meaning in your life, get a nice job, be considered successful, make a lot of money. whatever it is that you think that you need to make you fulfilled and happy within, that's going to be your primary focus. And if that's your primary focus, to be loved, to fit in, to be popular, to be successful, to make money, you're always going to need to compete and compare yourself to the humans around you. What do I need to be successful, or to be popular, or to be rich, or to be liked, or to be loved, or to be accepted by my parents? And then you start acting and behaving in a certain way to get love from your parents, and you start to look. Like I met so many people in my life where, if say a kid is really, really good looking, then, say at that like age of 4 or 5, then everybody around that kid, like the mom and, the aunt, and the grandparents and the friends of the mom, they can be like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, she's so pretty. So the kid feels good because the girl is getting love and attention from all these people praising her because she's very good looking. So then she's going to try for the rest of her life to be as cute and good looking as humanly possible. To be as cute and good looking as humanly possible, to get that love and praise and attention, and that acceptance and that love from the people around her. So she's going to start to behave in a certain way until she's 80 years old, until the day she dies, to get that love and that attention and that praise and that acceptance by others. However, when that woman hits the age of 45 and she's no longer getting the praise and the love and the attention or any of those things that she has been getting for the past 40 years, since she was the age of, 3, 4, 5, she's going to start to get upset and depressed because that has become her identity. That has become her, just being good looking and getting that love and that attention and that acceptance and that praise and that popularity or that success or that money from being good looking. Now, when she hits the age of 45, she's most likely going to get plastic surgery because she's going to look around and she's not going to be getting that attention anymore for being good looking, because she looks around and she sees these 25-year-old women getting more love and attention than her. And she's going to be like getting upset, like, oh my God, I used to be that 25-year-old. I used to be the one that was getting that love and that attention for being good looking. And now I'm not. What do I have to do to change? And to get that love and that acceptance for being good looking back. And then she might get plastic surgery, or she might not get plastic surgery. She just might get depressed and upset. And then that's gonna lead to her maybe being upset for a very long time or for the rest of her life, until she understands that she is no longer this identity that has been created for her since childhood, because she was conditioned to be this thing, because the only time she felt loved and accepted and all this other stuff is when people talked about her beauty or how cute she was. And if she understands that I became a person with an identity, and just because of the conditioning, like if she would have went through life and nobody would have ever told her she was beautiful when she was a kid, or they gave her attention or love because she was beautiful, if she went through her entire life and nobody ever said anything to her about that, she would never hit the age of 45 and have that breakdown. And she wouldn't have felt like she was a slave to being good looking for others, to achieve that love and that attention and that happiness or that success. So The key is to understand that you're no longer a person. You're not a man or a woman. You're just here, existing. You don't want to be seen as anything. You don't want to be seen as good looking. You don't want to be seen as successful. You don't compare yourself to other humans around you. You don't want to be other humans. You're just here, existing. And you watch people. You just watch them. And you just exist. And you just spend time in nature. And you just are. You're not a person, you're not a man, you're not a woman, you don't have a personality, you don't want to be loved or accepted by anybody, you just want to be here. And look around. And that's when the appreciation for all things in life begins. That's when true gratitude begins. In that moment when you're just here. And that's the stage that we all need to get to understand that you're no longer a man or a woman. You're not even a person. You're just here, connected with all things. All things are inside you, and you are all things. And all things are connected to you.